From the perspective of quantum physics, it's been proven that particles can be entangled at a subatomic level. When one changes state, the other does too, instantly, no matter the distance. This same principle might apply to twin flames. Their souls are energetically entangled. So when one undergoes an emotional change, the other senses it immediately. It's not just a hunch, it's real energy transmission. Spiritually, twin flames operate on a unique vibrational frequency. That's why they can perceive each other's thoughts and emotions, even from thousands of miles away. Many people have reported experiences like these. You're thinking intensely about your twin flame, and suddenly you receive a message. You feel anxiety or anguish out of nowhere, and later learn they were going through something hard. You get a sudden impulse to reach out, and when you do, they tell you they were just about to write to you, a connection that defies the rules of time and space. When this happens, it means your vibration is in sync, and your souls are communicating on a level beyond the physical. If you've experienced something like this, don't ignore it. Your intuition is picking up real signals from that connection. Help us share this message with more people. Subscribe, like, and tell us what spiritual signs you've experienced. And now, get ready, because the fourth sign that your twin flame feels everything that happens to you is even more impactful. It has to do with shared pain and healing in parallel. This is where the connection becomes more intense, because you're not only sharing emotions and thoughts, but also pain and healing. If your twin flame is going through an emotional or physical crisis, you feel it. It can manifest as sudden anxiety, extreme fatigue, or even physical symptoms with no apparent cause. But the most surprising thing is that healing also happens together. It's as if your souls are evolving mutually. When one grows, the other changes. When one heals, the other feels it too. When the other's pain becomes your own. Many people who have met their twin flame have shared experiences of shared pain, where, without any apparent reason, they've felt deep anguish without knowing where it came from, only to later discover that their twin flame was going through an emotional crisis. Physical pains like pressure in the chest or a lump in the throat at the exact moment their twin flame was facing a difficult situation. Dreams where they saw their twin flame suffering and upon waking felt an inexplicable sadness. This is not imaginary. It is the energetic connection in its highest expression. Twin flames are connected by an invisible bond, and when one of them is suffering, the other unconsciously receives those vibrations. But here comes the most incredible part. The healing is also shared. Just as pain is transmitted, so is healing. When one begins to work on their inner healing, on their personal growth, on their spiritual evolution, the other feels it and begins to change as well. Some have shared how after doing therapy, practicing meditation, or starting a self-awareness process, their twin flame also began to transform their life, even if they weren't in contact. It's as if, by healing your own energy, you clear the channel of connection between you and give your twin flame the chance to receive that same healing vibration. That's why, if you feel trapped in suffering because of this connection, instead of waiting for change from the other side, start with yourself. Work on yourself, on your self-love, on your emotional balance, and you'll see how that transformation is also reflected in your twin flame. This is a bond that not only unites souls, but also drives them to evolve together. And now tell me, Have you ever felt someone else's pain without explanation? Have you noticed changes in your life after your twin flame went through a healing process? Leave it in the comments. I want to hear your story. Now let's move on to the fifth and final sign. A sign so clear that the universe will make sure to show it to you again and again. The signs from the universe and divine confirmation. Now that you know these 5 signs, tell me, which of them have you experienced? Have you felt that unexplainable energy when you think about your twin flame? Have you dreamed about them and woken up feeling like something real happened? Has it happened to you that, for no apparent reason, you feel their sadness, their joy, or even their physical pain? Maybe you've experienced impossible to ignore synchronicities, or the universe has sent you such clear signs that you know this connection is bigger than you imagined. Whatever your experience, leave it in the comments. I want to know your story. Every testimony is further proof that this connection exists and that many of us are experiencing it. Have you ever noticed lights flickering just as you enter a room, or animals seeming strangely drawn to you, as if they can sense something others can't see? If this has happened to you, you should know it's not just a coincidence. Dolores Cannon, known for her deep research into energy and consciousness, explained that these phenomena are clear signs of high vibrational energy, something that only a few people experience. What's interesting about these experiences is that, although they might seem strange or even unsettling, they are not abnormal. In fact, they are a sign that you have reached a vibrational level that connects you with more subtle and universal energies. It's as if your presence interacts with the world in ways others cannot fully understand, but that are deeply rooted in your ability to resonate with the energy around us. Today, I'll take you on a journey through 7 extraordinary things that only people with high vibrational energy experience. We'll talk about those unique signs that set you apart and how, far from being coincidences, they are clues from the universe about the purpose you are destined to fulfill. Stay with me until the end, because these experiences will not only help you better understand who you are, but also discover how you can use this energy to transform your life and the lives of others. If this topic inspires you and you think more people should hear about it, subscribe, like, and share your experience in the comments. Your support changes lives and helps this message reach those who need it most. Now, get ready to dive into a world of signs and phenomena that could forever change your perception of reality. Let's begin. People with high vibrational energy possess a special sensitivity that allows them to perceive what others overlook. The subtle shifts in the energy of places, people, and even situations. It's as if they have a 6th sense that connects them with the energetic flow around them, an internal radar that alerts them to what is in balance and what is not. Have you ever entered a place and felt a heaviness you couldn't explain? Perhaps you felt physical discomfort, a slight headache, or a sense of unease that made you want to leave immediately. This is not just an impression, it is your high vibration reacting to dense energies that are not in harmony with you. Dolores Cannon described this phenomenon as a natural response of evolving souls who are more aware of the energetic imbalances in their environment. A common example is avoiding certain spaces or even people. Maybe there's a house, an office, or a place you always prefer to avoid because, even if there's no logical reason, something in the atmosphere just feels off. This may be due to accumulated energies from past conflicts, negative emotions, or vibrational imbalances that your sensitivity instantly detects. Likewise, you can sense when someone around you is filled with tension, sadness, or anger, even if that person says nothing at all. I remember the case of a woman in a regression session explored by Dolores Cannon who described how she avoided certain places without knowing why. During the session, she discovered that those spaces held residual energies from intense events that she was unconsciously picking up on. Her body and mind reacted like a protective mechanism, leading her to move away from anything that could interfere with her elevated frequency. But this energetic sensitivity is not just a challenge, it's also a gift. People with high vibration are often drawn to places of peace and harmony, like nature, where their energy can flow freely. This same ability allows them to be a source of balance for others. These are the people who, just by being present, bring calm and clarity to those around them. This energetic sensitivity is only the beginning of a deeper journey toward understanding how we interact with the vibrations of the universe. A fascinating phenomenon often experienced by people with high vibrational energy is their unexpected influence on electronic devices. Dolores Cannon documented cases in which individuals, simply by their presence, caused lights to flicker, phones to shut off, or computers to malfunction for no apparent reason. Although it may seem strange or even frustrating, these interactions are not random. They are the result of the energetic vibration they emit, a frequency so high it can affect the electromagnetic fields of nearby devices. Imagine walking down a street at dusk and noticing the streetlights begin to flicker just as you pass underneath them, or being on an important call and suddenly losing signal for no apparent reason. These experiences, though disconcerting, are a clear sign that your energy is interacting with the electrical fields of these devices. Dolores Cannon explained that souls with high vibration emit such an intense frequency that it can create minor discharges in electronic systems, destabilizing them temporarily. One documented case told of a man who, every time he tried to use his computer, it would freeze or restart without warning. After several exploration sessions, it was discovered that his vibrational energy, intensified by a recent spiritual awakening, was interfering with the machine's electromagnetic field. What's most interesting is that once he learned to manage his energy and practice balancing techniques, the technological issues began to subside. This phenomenon can also appear in more subtle ways. For example, it's common for people with high vibration to notice that digital clocks go out of sync, or that device batteries drain much faster when they're nearby. Some even experience trouble using credit cards at electronic terminals, or find that certain devices don't work properly until someone else uses them. While these interferences might seem inconvenient, they are also tangible proof of how your energy impacts the physical world. Far from being a problem, this interaction is a reminder of your ability to influence your environment in unique ways. With practice, many people learn to channel this energy to improve their connection with technology, using their vibration as a tool to amplify their purpose rather than interfere with it. As we continue, we'll see how this high vibrational energy also manifests in a special relationship with nature, creating a deep and harmonious connection with the elements and living beings. People with high vibrational energy share a unique and profound connection with nature. It's as if the natural world recognizes their elevated frequency and responds to it in subtle but undeniably special ways. Dolores Cannon mentioned that this bond is not by chance, but a manifestation of the energetic harmony these souls emit, making them a channel of balance between humanity and the natural elements. Imagine walking through a forest and feeling the wind shift direction as if gently embracing you, or being in a park and noticing animals approach you without fear, as if recognizing your energy as something familiar and safe. These experiences aren't just coincidences, they're direct responses from the environment to your high vibration. A fascinating example is the case of a woman in one of Dolores Cannon's sessions, who described how her garden would flourish exceptionally whenever she spent time caring for it. The plants, in her perception, seemed to respond to her presence, growing faster and more vibrantly. During her regression process, she discovered that her energy acted as a natural catalyst for life development, something many high vibrational souls experience in a similar way. Animals also seem especially sensitive to this connection. People with high vibrational energy often notice that cats, dogs, birds, and even wild animals exhibit unusual behavior when near them. They approach confidently, seek contact, or simply remain calm in their presence. This bond isn't limited to the physical realm. According to Cannon's research, it is a spiritual interaction where animals recognize in these souls a level of purity and balance that attracts them. Beyond their connection with animals and plants, these individuals often feel a deep affinity with the elements. The sound of water, the warmth of the sun, the breeze of the wind, or contact with the earth are not mere stimuli, but experiences that nourish their spirit and recharge their energy. Many report that spending time in nature fills them with clarity and purpose, as if the natural world conveys messages that others cannot hear. This special connection is not just a gift, it's also a responsibility. People with high vibration often feel called to protect and care for nature, acting as guardians of its balance and harmony. Help us spread this message to more people. Subscribe, like, and tell us what spiritual signs you've experienced. Every shared experience inspires others to recognize their connection with the universe. People with high vibrational energy have a special ability to attract synchronicities, those moments when events align so precisely that it's impossible to see them as mere coincidence. Dolores Cannon explained that these synchronicities are not random. They are messages from the universe guiding these souls toward their spiritual purpose. It's as if by vibrating at a high frequency, these individuals tune into the perfect flow of universal energy, allowing them to be in the right place at the right time. A common example of these synchronicities is the repeated appearance of certain numbers. You may find yourself constantly seeing 111, 2, 2, 2, or combinations like 333 so often that you wonder if the universe is trying to tell you something. And the answer is yes. According to Dolores Cannon, these numerical patterns act as energetic portals, reminders that you are aligned with your path and that the universe is supporting you. Seeing these repeated numbers is an invitation to pay attention to your thoughts, emotions, and decisions at that moment. But synchronicities go beyond numbers. Perhaps you're thinking about someone and suddenly receive a message from them, Or maybe you're seeking a solution to a problem, and out of nowhere, you come across a book, a video, or even a person who gives you exactly the answer you need. These experiences are clear signs that your elevated energy is attracting the opportunities and people necessary for your growth. A fascinating story Dolores Cannon shared was about a man who, after a spiritual awakening, began to notice constant synchronicities in his life. On one occasion, he urgently needed advice about a major life change. While walking, he passed a bookstore where a book literally fell to the ground in front of him. The title of the book contained the exact word he had been thinking about. At first, he thought it was just a coincidence, but later, he understood that the experience was a clear message from the universe, pointing him toward his next step. Elevated souls often have a connection with higher dimensions, acting as channels to receive spiritual information and guidance. A vivid dream can feel so real that upon waking, it seems as though you've just returned from another place. These dreams are full of symbolic details, intense colors, archetypal figures, and scenarios that appear to hold deep meaning. Dolores Cannon often explained that these dreams are more than mere images. They are visits to other dimensions where the soul can explore, learn, and heal. Imagine dreaming of a bright light guiding you down an unknown path, or finding yourself in a place you've never seen before, but that feels strangely familiar. For people with high vibrational energy, these dreams are more than nightly experiences. They are opportunities to receive messages from the universe or to connect with their spiritual guides. In some cases, these dreams offer clear answers to problems in everyday life or even predictions of future events. One fascinating case narrated by Cannon involved a woman who, during her dreams, would visit what she described as rooms of knowledge. In these visions, she received information about her life purpose and how to overcome the challenges she faced. When she awoke, she remembered the lessons clearly and applied them in her daily life. According to Cannon, these experiences are common among high vibration souls, as their elevated frequencies allow them to access these dimensions during sleep. In addition to dreams, these individuals may also experience visions during meditation or moments of deep introspection. These visions, often accompanied by a feeling of peace and clarity, serve as reminders of their connection to the universe and their purpose in this life. Intense dreams and visions not only deliver spiritual messages, but also help these individuals align with their path. They serve as a bridge between the earthly and the divine, offering glimpses of a broader reality and a higher purpose. As these experiences become more frequent, high vibration people begin to notice how their presence directly impacts those around them. People with high vibrational energy don't just transform their own lives, they profoundly influence others. Their presence emits such a high frequency that it acts like an energetic bomb, bringing peace, clarity, and even inspiration to those nearby. Dolores Cannon described this influence as a contagious effect, where the elevated energy of one person can raise the vibration of those around them, even without conscious effort. Perhaps you've been near someone whose mere presence made you feel calmer or more hopeful, as if you absorbed something positive from the interaction. This is no coincidence. High vibration people function like energetic beacons. Without saying a word, they radiate energy that calms chaos, dissolves tension, and creates a space of harmony. Often, those around them don't fully understand what happened, but they know they feel better after the encounter. One example narrated by Dolores Cannon involved a man who, without realizing it, became an emotional pillar for his community. People came to him not only for advice, but because speaking with him made their emotional burdens feel lighter. Even those who briefly passed through his presence described a feeling of tranquility and optimism they couldn't explain. During a regression session, this man discovered that his high vibration wasn't just a natural gift. It was part of his spiritual purpose, to help others heal simply by being himself. This influence can also manifest in more active ways. People with high vibrational energy often find themselves in roles such as teachers, guides, or healers, where their energy can be intentionally directed to help others. However, even in everyday interactions, a casual conversation or a sincere smile, these souls have the power to shift the emotional state of those around them. The impact may not always be immediate, but it is profound. Someone may, after talking with a high vibration person, find the strength to make an important decision, release a negative state, or simply view things from a more positive perspective. This effect isn't magic. It's the result of an energetic frequency that resonates with the highest parts of others, reminding them of their own capacity to heal and grow. While these people elevate the energy of those around them, they are also fulfilling a greater purpose. All of this prepares them to align with the universal calling of their soul. As people with high vibrational energy experience all these signs and special connections, they inevitably feel called toward something greater, a higher spiritual purpose. Dolores Cannon described this deep sense of purpose as the culmination of their elevated vibration, an alignment with a universal purpose that guides their actions and decisions toward collective well-being. This purpose doesn't always reveal itself immediately. Often, it emerges after a series of experiences that awaken a need in these people to serve, heal, or inspire others. Through their unique experiences, such as energetic sensitivity, connection with nature, symbolic dreams, and their positive impact on others, they begin to understand that their energy is not just a personal gift, but a tool to transform the world. One case recounted by Dolores Cannon illustrates this idea. A woman who had felt different for years finally discovered her purpose through a series of intense dreams and synchronicities. In these dreams, she saw people approaching her for guidance, while synchronicities in her daily life led her to books and spiritual teachers that showed her how to use her energy to help others. Inspired by these signs, she began working as an energy therapist, finding not only personal fulfillment, but also a deep sense of connection with the universe. This sense of purpose can manifest in various ways, from being a spiritual guide to playing a key role in the lives of loved ones, to even leading projects that benefit the community. No matter how it is expressed, the essential thing is that these individuals become beacons of light who inspire and uplift those around them. Recognizing this purpose not only brings clarity and direction to their lives, but also strengthens their connection with the universe. These souls understand that their high vibration is neither a coincidence nor an isolated phenomenon, but a powerful tool that aligns them with something greater, a mission that goes beyond the personal and extends toward the collective. At this point, The journey of high vibration reaches its highest expression. They have learned to live from an elevated state of consciousness, using their experiences as guidance to make a meaningful difference in the world. This is the universe's gift to them, a purpose that not only transforms their own lives, but also those they touch with their light. These signs are not mere coincidences. They are clear messages that you are aligned with a frequency that not everyone reaches, a frequency that turns you into a beacon of light in a world that needs guidance, inspiration, and hope. Dolores Cannon always emphasized that those who experience these things do not do so by chance, but because they have a unique role to play in collective evolution. Your high vibrational energy is not a coincidence. It is a call from the universe for you to fulfill your purpose. It is an invitation to recognize your power, embrace your mission, and share your light with the world. Are you ready to accept this gift and walk the path the universe has laid out for you? What you've learned here is just the beginning. Within you lies the power to transform not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. So trust the signs, follow your intuition, and let your vibration be the force that uplifts the world. This is your moment. The universe has already given you the key. Now it's your turn to open the door and let your light shine. If this message resonated with you and you feel that more people should discover their high vibrational energy and spiritual purpose, I invite you to be part of this mission. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share your experience in the comments. Every action you take helps this message reach more souls who need it. Remember, your energy has the power to transform lives, including your own. Now is the time to accept this calling and shine with all your light. The universe is waiting for the best of you.